All right, guys, good morning. Today I'm going to show you how I am going to create my color wheel using only my primary colored pencils. All right. Now, typically, even in paint, yellow is the um, weakest of the pigments. So you're going to probably have to shade a little harder using yellow, and I'm going to start with yellow for that reason. Now, I'm going to hold my pencil loosely in my hand with my hand as far away from the tip as possible so I can get a very light line. The closer I put my hand again to the tip, the more pressure I can apply and the harder I can color. So I want to keep it in the beginning further away because I want to slowly layer my colored pencil and have the colors blend together. You can see all the other ones that I've already done previously. Um, and so I'm going to show you. So I'm going to start off by doing any of the colors that are going to have yellow in it, all yellow. So I got yellow, yellow orange, and then I'm even going to go into red orange. And I am working very lightly. I'm putting just a light layer of yellow. The whole time I'm doing this, I'm making little circles and I'm trying to hit every area, but I don't want my pencil stroke to be obvious. This is the best way that we're going to get colored pencil to mimic the qualities of paint. So I've done the red orange. Now I know I'm going to need to put a little extra yellow into the orange. I'm going to slide my hand a little further up so I get a little closer to the tip. I'm going to have to put even a little more yellow inside of the yellow orange. And then of course, yellow is going to be, 100% yellow. So I'm going to fill that in nice and dark, little circles the whole time. I'm going to now move into the blue, yellow, green, green, blue, green area. Now I'm going to want to stop obviously before I hit blue. Okay, little circles. Now your design might be different than what I have here. You're welcome to make your color wheel exactly like you see in front of me, or you can find another color wheel online that you want to use as your design, or you can create a color wheel completely of your own liking using just your imagination. All right. So I want to make sure I stop at the blue mark. I don't want to go into the blue. Now I'm going to put a little extra yellow, like I said, into the green. More as I get closer to the primary yellow spot. So yellow-green gets more yellow than green. Right now I'm going to change colors. Now I might have to revisit this later if I feel like I have to do more coloring with yellow. Okay, so I'm going to start with red orange and I am going to do little circles and I am going to make sure that I put a little extra red than I would in the orange. Little circles. Now I got to make sure this is more red than yellow. Now I'm going to move into the orange. This should be equal parts yellow and red. The only problem with that is, remember, yellow tends to be weaker. So you want to go slow. You don't want to go too fast because if you put too much red, it's going to be hard to go over that later on with yellow. It might not make much of a difference. For yellow orange, I just want to put a hint of red into my yellow orange. If you press too hard with the colored pencil, you're going to get like a sheen. It's going to get shiny, right? That's a burnishing technique, and we want to save that for later. You want to do that right away. So I'm filling in my red. Now on my red, I can get a little bit darker. You could see how dark the ones are above the one that I'm currently working on. You could see that I spent more time on those. I'm trying to rush because I don't want to give you too long of a video to have to sit through. Now moving into the red violet. It's okay to make this pretty dark because blue is really strong. Blue is probably the strongest of the colored pencils next to black. So it's okay to make your red violet as strong as your red. Now I'm going to do equal parts red, equal parts blue to make my violet, or purple if you prefer. And I'm going to bring just a little bit of red into my blue violet. Because red's still pretty strong. You don't want to put too much. Put too much, and it won't get that blue violet quality you need. All right, we're almost done. I'm now going to move to the blue. All right, let's just start with blue. I don't know, I got a little mark there. Let's just start with blue. That's the safe bet. We know it's got to be blue, so fill it all in. Nice and even, little circles. And for now, I'm going to go towards the red side. So I'm going to bring some more blue into the blue violet. Remember, this has to be more blue than red to be blue violet. So the red that I put there previously should be enough to give me that blue violet effect that I need. Now, equal parts red and blue. And then just a little touch of blue into the red violet. I think I'm going to go over these one more time with some red just to make sure that I get the colors that I need. I noticed it was a little more red up top, and I like that more. Let's move into the blue-green. And I'm hitting each shape from multiple angles. I'm not just trying to color the same direction every time. And with these little circles, I'm trying to make sure that I get it to be nice and even. Now moving into the green, equal parts yellow and red. I'm sorry, yellow and blue. You don't want to do that, not yet. That's when we get into neutrals. And I want my blue-green to have a little more blue in it. And then my yellow-green, I want to just lightly coat the yellow with blue. Make sure it's even. See, I pressed pretty hard with the yellow there earlier, so I'm going to get a little burnishing. I don't want to do that too much. All right, now real quick, I'm going to go back and I'm going to touch up any areas that I think I need to, such as the violet I think needs a little more red, so I'm going to go back into it with a little more red, so I can try to get to look just like the violet, a basic violet. I'm going to bring my hand a little lower so I can get a little more pressure and a little more, I have to put a little more blue too into the red violet. I'm going to go over my red again, just a little bit, with a little more pressure. But you save this for the end. You always want to be slowly building. And over here I needed something too, right? Yeah, I think I need a little more blue into the actual blue and a little more blue into the blue violet. So this is how I did my color wheel just using the 3 primary colored pencils. All right,